It is always a rich and rewarding experience when I can take a brief break from the day-to-day demands of our struggle for freedom and human dignity in the South and discuss the issues involved in that struggle with college and university students and concerned friends of goodwill all over the nation. And so I say it is a great privilege and a rich opportunity to be with you. As I stand here, I'm so deeply indebted, as millions of other people are, to this great institution for all that it has given to the cultural and intellectual life of our nation and of the world.
The UCLA Beloved Community Initiative is an interdisciplinary multimedia project that we crafted in 2015 to tell a story I think that is unique to UCLA. In 1929, when they were building what is now the Westwood campus, the founders decided to name Royce Hall after Josiah Royce. He was a late 19th century, early 20th century philosopher, and he attended Berkeley, right? But he was a professor at Harvard, and some of the folks who were the founders of the Westwood campus decided to name that building after Josiah because they wanted future Bruins to reflect the thinking and the tradition of Josiah Royce. And what's important for us is that Josiah Royce is the person who first coined the term the beloved community. So a beloved community is a space where people get together to kind of live out their true sense of humanity. And for us, we try to curate the types of programs that allow people to express themselves. So for example, art is a key part of what we do. And so film screenings, and discussion panels are a key feature of what Beloved Community Awareness Week and Beloved Community Initiative do because they kind of facilitate that bringing together of people. They can get a sense of their humanity, they can connect their stories, through art. So we have a wide variety of things and activities where people can come and just kind of connect humanity, connect their story, and get a deeper sense of who they are as people. We have this idea called rekindling old memories, inspiring new discussions. And those new discussions become the framework for how we can resolve very difficult challenges. Having discussion, having dialogue, being able to talk it out is very important, and it stays true to Dr. King's approaches to problem solving. And so we try to really lift that up, and it's critically important.
At UCLA, the students today are faced with many challenges, and the Beloved Community Initiative tries to work with the various departments and community services programs on campus to infuse knowledge, to infuse relationships from the alumni and the broader community base, to work with the students on the campus, to address the cultural impact that they're facing in terms of being African Americans or Latinos or Asian Americans who may not have been in such a diverse environment.
I became aware of the Beloved Community when Vusi Asanya started an initiative several years ago. I am an advisor at the Student Organization Leadership and Engagement Office at UCLA. To some of the 1,300 student organizations that are registered in our office, and we work to develop leaders, build community, and take care of students, help them in their student organization spaces, whatever that might be, directing them to resources, helping navigate very confusing university rules and regulations, and essentially be a resource to them.
I had a chance to view this video of Paula Gerstenblatt leading a storytelling workshop using collage portraiture. And so this whole idea about art, C. Bernard Jackson once said that art may be the last tool that we have to save ourselves from self-destruction. And her work kind of really encapsulated this. So we invited her in to take our participants through a collage workshop.
I'm a professor of social work at University of Southern Maine. I'm an artist. I'm also a community practitioner. My background is really grounded in community organizing, program development, and deep relational reciprocal work in communities. Beloved Community is an initiative at UCLA that started with the presence of Dr. Martin Luther King making a speech at Royce Hall, and that the issues in the community are also the issues of the university, and that there's a responsibility of universities, particularly public ones, that are funded by taxpayer money to respond to those local issues. Collage portraiture is a method that I developed that combines collage and portraiture. And this was built on a foundation of scholarship around arts-based methods to have people tell stories using photographs, archival documents, using crayons, oil pastels, pencils, using text. And that way they could tell very layered, complex stories, individual narratives, which were really anchored in a collective narrative. Here at UCLA, we sat at a round table with some faculty, staff, community folks, alum, and had a conversation about their unique experiences at UCLA. And that's where the magic starts.
I actually first got into college in '72 for Cal Poly Pomona. Stayed there for 3 years and transferred to UCLA in 1975, and went on to immediately work as a student affairs officer, both at UCLA and at UCI, as the director of the Early Outreach Partnership Program. So I've been engaged in this whole work of trying to expand the pool of students of color, and it's an ongoing challenge.
I have a master's degree in social welfare here from UCLA. I was employed by Department of Children and Family Services for over 32 years. And when I was a student here, I went to the juvenile halls and probation facilities and did a lot of outreach also. And that's one of the reasons also why I'm back here on campus, trying to help get things done in the community. Paula, I just feel so good about her. She's so knowledgeable. She gave me a different perspective on how to express myself and present things. She's also a social worker too, so we have that in common.
She brings forth a model that makes storytelling accessible. And so the model that she shares is one that you can easily share to a group of community members who have been silenced, whose history has been often erased. So she's talking about presenting a mechanism for giving voice.
Art can be used to help heal communities, because when you include true storytelling, then you can be on the road to reconciliation and healing.
It's difficult for us to shift paradigms in education and the rituals that we really lean on. And the way to do that is to really open ourselves up and share our experiences and hear the experiences of others.
It's really about connecting dots. It's creating relationships between the different areas here on campus so that these students can have what they need. So that's what it is. It's creating a community of people who really care and have love in their hearts for these students.
My vision of the Beloved Community Initiative going forward would be to have a fellowship in the study of Dr. Martin Luther King, qualitatively and quantitatively. We need fellowship and scholarship around the application of that vision through the Beloved Community Initiative.